Hello, everyone. Welcome to our reading today. We are using the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle. This is a Radley Valentine's deck, and those who follow my readings, he was who I studied under and got certified under, and learned everything that I wanted to know from from a positive side point. So this is one of his decks. Um, It is a beautiful deck. I'll show you real quick. This is the guidebook. It doesn't have pictures, but it does have very nice message for each card. So today we are going to do a spread on what it is that we kind of just need to know. What do we need to know right now? What does the universe want us to know for our highest good, or what do you need to know, to help you with things? Right, so we're just going to do a spread and see what your overall message is. So I hope everybody is doing great. Uh, Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the comments. Thank you for being a part of my page. I love to do readings, so it's great to be able to be of service to you. Uh, we're supposed to always you know, give back to the universe, and I just feel so blessed in so many ways, and I'm just grateful to be able to provide free reading. So you'll never see me ask for money. You'll never see me PM you in the messages asking for money. So if you get anything like that, it is not from me. Please be aware. Do not give out any private information, any any money for anything, because I do not do that. So let's take a look at our guidance. So your message today is all is in perfect timing. Okay, this is it. It's time to take action now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. So your angels, Archangel Michael, like you're being guided to remember that you are not alone in this situation, and that everything is working out in a way that maybe you can't see it right this minute, but it's working out for you. Okay, perfect timing on things is all about divine timing. It's all about the universe working with many different areas to make what needs to happen happen. And sometimes we forget that. Sometimes we want things to happen so quickly that we forget that there's other people, there's other situations involved. And so if we rush into something and other situations haven't taken place first, it can cause the situation to go bad. It can cause a situation to end. It can cause a situation to not be completed correctly, right? So just be careful, take your time, watch how you're spending your money too. Be very aware of like how you're handling things, doing things, and moving forward in your abilities. Okay, focus on what you need to do in the now, not focusing on trying to make things happen in the future, like in advance, because if you're not taking each step in front of you and seriously and taking attention to those steps, then you could be making mistakes that are going to cost you issues in the future. So this is all about not rushing, being patient, being mindful, and taking each step with, you know, um, thoughtfulness, paying attention to your decisions. Okay, making wise decisions in the present moment. Okay. And your next card is you will manifest what you need. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. Okay, so looking at manifestations. So, how do we manifest? Well, first off, you have to stay positive or you will manifest something negative, right? So, when you are manifesting something, you have to stay present in the moment and you have to work in that energy. Okay, if you want to open up a store, for example, you got to take the steps that you need to do to become smart enough to be able to run this store, to be able to understand how to run this store, right? So you might take online classes, you might watch movies, videos, anything on YouTube or whatever that helps you to learn how to run a store, manage a store. You might look at pros and cons. You might start checking out where you would like to have your store. Is it going to be online? Is it going to be in person, right? You're not just going to sit around, watch TV, and expect the universe to just knock on your door and deliver you a store, right? So, like, manifestation also has to do with you doing the work. The universe will match you when you do the work as well. So, you have to do the work so that it can do the work, okay? It takes two, it takes both of you, right? So, you got to do the work if you want to see the outcome. But the main thing is to stay positive about what you're doing because say you want a store, you think you want to open up this store and this is what you want to do and you're working to do all this and then down the road you find out that maybe that's not exactly what you want to do. Maybe you want to do something a little bit different, but you still have all this knowledge that you've been able to gain during this process so that when you get to here, if you don't want to do this or if you have a change of mind and want to do something a little bit different, you can still go in that direction. Okay. So you never really truly know where the universe is going to send you. We have an idea of what we want to do, but sometimes we we can be on a manifestation path and manifest something even better than what we were thinking, right? Or the universe might see us working on this and realize that we truly deserve this. But since we're working so hard here, the universe moves mountains here, right? So at the same time, this is reminding you to keep an open mind because your manifestations can come in differently, unexpectedly, maybe not exactly how you expected them to be, right? So embrace your life purpose. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. I am guiding you towards your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. So each time you're doing something that makes your heart joyful, right? That is part of your true purpose. But you can have many different kinds of purpose in this life, right? You don't just have one path. For some people, it could be being a parent, right? Some people love being a parent, but then they also love their job and they also love talking to their friends. And so their purpose can be scattered in many different ways. So in this card, you're reminded that as long as you stay in a place of heart centered, as long as you keep your heart centered, your purpose is always going to show itself because you're always going to be pulled to do something that aligns with your heart energy. Okay. Your divine purpose, when you're working with your heart, is always going to serve somebody else too. It's not always about yourself, right? When we have an open heart, a loving heart, a serving heart, we are always in the energy of engaging with others, right? So your life purpose can constantly be changing. For some of you, you might just be a spontaneous person that's always kind of there for others, or someone who's always trying new things, someone who likes adventure and enjoys sharing their thoughts and views on stuff. Maybe you like the idea of um, traveling, but at the same time, you're also like in a permanent position where you can't go places, but you talk about how you would like to travel and things like that, and it just makes you excited, and it might anticipate somebody else to take a travel, right? Maybe you discussing it, talking about it, encourages someone else to finally do it, right? So that could be like your speaking purpose, right? So sometimes our purpose doesn't always play out in the physical. It can play out in our voice, it can play out in our energy, it can play out in the frequency that we put off in a room, right? Like your purpose could be walking into a room and shifting the energy. Maybe some people will get up and leave. You just provided your purpose, right? You engaged your energy so powerful and strong to the point where somebody was like, oh, I'm out of here, right? So you shifted the energy in the room. You may have helped protect other people in the room and you served your purpose, right? So just be aware that your purpose doesn't always come presented in front of you as a physical form. Sometimes it is, spiritual, mental, emotional, it can be many different forms. Okay. So, whatever it is, you are constantly in that energy because you work from a heart space. So, you're constantly working from this energy and it's constantly being replenished to you because you are serving others, right? When we serve others and we are fully in our life purpose of serving, then we are often refilled quickly because of that. Because the more we are refilled, the quicker we can give back again, right? So you're being guided to trust in divine purpose. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you are on a path of growth. Okay, so again, this message is all about you and the universe and your divine purpose and not truly trying to understand what it is, but honoring the the ability to walk in it daily, honoring the connection that you have with the divine, honoring the spiritual awareness of your heart's true energy and what truly makes you who you are, right? The ability to do your purpose is directed by the divine and therefore you might not always know what your purpose is even though you could actively be in it. You might not even realize it until afterwards, right? So just be aware that right now in your situation you're being guided to trust more than anything because trusting your path, even though you can't see it, is going to lead you to where you need to be because you have divine order working in your life. Okay. Is when we try to take back control over things that kind of makes things chaotic. So just trust in the divine. Don't try to think about how things are going to go. Just let it go, let it play out, and just trust that it'll work its way out. It's almost over. Okay, so your current challenges will soon be resolved, and you will be able to look to the future with a smile. Okay, so the things that you are being asked to do right now, the challenges that you are being faced with, the struggles that you are having to endure. It could be physical, it could be mental, it could be spiritual battles, it could be emotional battles, it could be all of it. For some of you, you might have it all going on, right? Hang in there. Don't give up because you're winning. You're succeeding. You're changing the outcomes, right? For some of you, you might be the curse breakers. You might be the family generational trauma breakers. You might be the transformational energy coming through your bloodline, right? So for a lot of you, this has not been an easy journey. You have been battled, you have been beat down. You probably have been to the point where you didn't think you were going to get back up, and then the universe comes in and just kind of and pulls you back and says, "Come on, you can do this. Do it again. Don't give up." Right? So you got the ability to make it happen. You have the true heart desire to hang in there and to love even though it would be so easy for you to hate, right? So you're being told right now to not give up. The one saying that comes in mind is like when you give up, the, the people that give up often don't realize how close they truly were, right? So you really don't know how close you truly are. But if you give up, you never will. You never will realize how close you were. So just keep going, hang in there. You're going to see everything work out. You're going to see it all work out. The universe has you. You are doing an excellent job in this situation, and things are going to prevail. Things are going to align and things are going to clear. Okay. So let's pull a closing card. I hope this spread has helped you. I hope you like the deck. It's a very beautiful deck. I love working with the energy that Bradley Valentine offers. And your closing card is trust the guidance you're receiving. Yes. Yes, see? Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a bright epiphany. I am also present to clear away your worries so you can trust your divine guidance. There you go, guys. So you're doing a great job. Things are working out. There's no need to worry. Everything is as it's meant to be. Okay? So just hang in there. I know it sounds like it's easier said than done, but look how far you've come. You can do this. You can do this. Okay? I've been there. I I have been there, so I know that this is not easy, but I can tell you it is worth it. So keep going, okay? I hope this message has helped you. I hope it blesses you, and thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great evening. Bye.